15. Fielded in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run with a North Carolina native. This is Bryce Love. Fights through and now a crease. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
First down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Haskins out of the gun. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Washington.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Fights him off. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
It's 3rd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. Going for it all. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Crunch time, defense.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive.
Incomplete.
But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
On 2nd and a yard, Rodgers got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 17-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
On the carry. Taken down at the 14-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers going to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. 1st and goal from the 6. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
3rd down and goal to go.
I'm here all day. Mike 56, Mike 56. I got one.
Throwing is Rodgers. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the deep. These past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
A 20-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season. A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. Operating from the gun. Haskins. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it?
And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
10. Washington, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with Love. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 from the 44. From the gun, Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
He'll return it from the 6. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
23 yards on the play. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a run with McCaffrey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
It's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Panthers add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Out there set and ready for this next drive. It's desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you
don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball. The surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And Latimer's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down.
And a Washington 1st down.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Taken down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Touchdown, Panthers.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From midfield now, Haskins. Open man here, Sims complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Jacob Hollister in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
Take over 1st and 10. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Pulls it in at the 13. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. Tackle made by Chase Young. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On third down, Rodgers. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A 3-yard pickup.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 29, Rodgers. And this one incomplete.
Rodgers.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
To throw on third down, Rodgers. That's taken in by Higgins. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
At the 19-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he's got it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown, Washington.
Ball carrier.
Bryce Love,
Washington.
78 yards. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
Washington will line up.
We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. No.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
Take over 1st and 10. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
56. Must 56. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
They'll indeed run here right off the bat. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Panthers 38, Washington 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Return. Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10 now. Haskins. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. Haskins back to the air. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love. He scored on the ground and through the air. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he He's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. All you were thinking about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. T. Higgins. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
At the 23.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Washington.
From the gun, Haskins. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a
23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Washington.
They will run it. It's McKissick. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 39, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
17 yards. And the Washington first down.
On first down, it's Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Trey Quinn that time. And now it's second down.
Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
22-yard line.
To throw again, Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
On the play. And it's third down.
Washington on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing again, here's Haskins. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
First and goal.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Watch the run, watch the run. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Push him back. Push him back.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Gonna give it to Love. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Watch the twist. Check 50.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Watch the safety creep. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
319. 56. Rip right. Check 3.
But Charles, it's one thing to win.